everyone, welcome back once again. I know you can spot a lot of difference in the home. I have been decorating our house and I feel so good about it. There's lots of colors added in. There's lots of cleaning done as well. And when I was cleaning, I found so many things that I really didn't want to either throw away, give away, but I really wanted to use them, repurpose them. Let me not hold on too much of your time. Let me quickly go through these 10 home decoration ideas that I have been doing at home. I've been loving it and so is my family. So I thought I should be sharing this with you all. So let me go through the first one. Beautiful mason jar which I was using all the time, but we had a little crack on the top of the lid. Putting it into the recycling bin, I really felt because the whole of the glass container was still in a very good shape apart from the lid. So I thought, let me get rid of the lid and let me reuse this glass container for good. For which, clip open the lid from the mason jar. I used strings and then I just measured it up to the length that I felt need of, and because this is a glass container, I made sure the strings was of a very good length. I folded up the string to make it more secure, and then just very easily, the way I felt it was easy to hang up and also for the glass container to hold its strength, I double folded the string and then I put a knot on both the sides and then I adjusted the length so that the string holds securely to the glass container. And then once I was happy and I felt it is secured, that's when I put in a coriander herb, hooked it up onto a hook which was already at home on one of the walls, and it looks so beautiful, adding in greens and also reusing the mason jar which was already at home, and the other one was straight right from the ceiling. So either way, whichever you feel, you can go ahead and you can use it for your home decoration. Okay, so the next one what I did was a pair of 3D glasses. When I was cleaning one of the drawers, I found these 3D glasses and I felt this has been there for such a long time in the drawer and it's not even being used. So let me just reuse it, and I just started painting on the 3D glasses with different colors. But if you are somebody who has really good artistic skills, then you can go ahead and do ethnic patterns, ethnic designs, geometrical designs. But I was like, no, I'll just get some colors, nice vibrant colors, and fill it up with colors, and completely filled it up with colors. And this is the ultimate look that I managed to get. How cool is that? But this is definitely for a home decoration, adding in a little bit of factor on the coffee table. So I'm just going to keep it open rather than keeping it folded, because I feel when you keep this folded, it will not divert the attention, it will not catch anyone's attention. But when you keep it open, it definitely holds everyone's attention, is what I think. So yeah, this is the pair of 3D glasses filled up with colors, adding in colors in your home decor and on the coffee table. Right, now there was this time when I used to get plastic containers, plastic cups long time back, and which was mainly used during birthday parties, and they're of a good shape, but I don't use plastic anymore. And I think rather than recycling them, I felt I could just reuse them as a home decoration. So I used these cups and the plastic tray as well. Now to jazz up these plastic containers, I used this spray. There were many sellers on Amazon, but this particular seller mentioned that it would be suitable for all different materials, say for wood, plastic, porcelain, glass containers as well. I should go ahead and take this particular spray, and they came in a pack of 2. I'm going to leave a link in the description box, so make sure to check that out if you think this is something for you. I used it only for plastic for today. It says it's metallic gold, but when I gave it a spray, I had a rose gold finish, which was all right. It's very important to go out, do it in fresh open air. I made sure to wear a mask and a pair of gloves as well. Easy, very important to give it a good shake. Keep shaking it every now and then as you're spraying it. Time of 24 hours for the plastic containers and the tray for the paint to dry up. So when I was spraying it, I think it was a clever idea and it was a good idea to get the plastic tray at the bottom, and then I put the plastic glass containers, the drinking glasses, on the tray, and the tray also got a good amount of spray on them rather than going waste. And I don't want anything to go waste. I want to use and make the most of the spray. I think it's a clever idea to use and make the most of whatever you have. I covered up the whole of the tray edges and the bottom edge as well. I made sure to cover all of it, which will be quite visible when I put it on the coffee table. But I have got to mention this, I have not covered the back of the tray. Shh, let's keep it a secret. Now nobody's going to see that. Who's going to lift it up? I also got finished of the spray, so I thought it's okay, let me just leave it. I had one more bottle of spray, but I'm going to save this up for the next ones. But for now, the tray and the drinking glasses, which are plastic containers, I've used them for home decoration for today. Now speaking about these wooden planks, I must say, I was in love with it. When my neighbors were getting some of their garden done, these were the wooden planks which were stacked up one above the other to separate the tiles, okay? And I went and requested them. I asked them, can I have these wooden planks for myself? You know, I would just want to use them for DIY. And they were like, these were absolutely going into the rubbish straight away. And I picked up 3 of them and I bought it. I had been keeping them in the back garden all this time. When I celebrated my girl's birthday on her 17th birthday, I used this and it looked absolutely wonderful. I just love the way the wooden natural feel and the aesthetic look which it gives. Now I have started laying the planks one above the other. It's entirely left up to you. If you want to increase the height, just keep laying the planks one above the other. And when you're laying the planks, it kind of creates a shelf, and in that little space you can keep books or any other accessories that you want to, which is a good idea, wherein you can stack up things as well in between the planks. And if this is something that you think they're going to go ahead and use it as a coffee table, make sure to use a wood polish, a varnish, or make sure to sand it down using a sandpaper to get rid of all the spikes, because it's important. If you're using it on a daily basis, then you have to get rid of all the spikes. I think it's a beautiful wooden touch that you can give in your house. Okay, now moving on to fabric. I love using fabric. Really beautiful color. When I came across this color, I had this at home. It's a blouse piece, you know. When you go to anybody's house in India, that's when you they hand it over to you when you're going from their home. And I have kept all of them nicely stacked up in a box, and this was a beautiful color and I thought I've got to use this for good. A lovely placemat size. I don't want it to be a huge tablecloth and placemat which we normally use for dining, for eating food. I used that placemat and I laid it on the fabric just as a stencils, and I got the idea as to how much I need to cut, and I cut it down to the measurement of the placemat. And if you have a sewing machine at home, then yes, you can go ahead and stitch off the edges to make it more neat, tidy, and also the fabric needs to be stitched so that the strings don't keep coming out all the time. But I used a needle and a thread and I just hemmed it up at the edges with a pair of threads that were really nice, contrasting color, beautiful in color, matching up with the fabric. I used them and I cut them right at the center so that I have a nice big chunk of threads that I could use, and the extra threads which were hanging and which were not completely, I pulled off those strings, I tied it securely and made a tinsel. So this is how I did with both the colors, the yellow and the pink, really beautiful colors and matching up with the fabric color. So this is how I made the tinsels. I'm quickly going to show you all how you can hook up these tinsels at the corners. You can either go to the corners, you can either mix and match, you can put it on one side, you can either place it different ways, you know, but every time you place it in a different order, the outlook and the way it's seen is totally different. Now you can go ahead and do whichever you feel is nice, appealing to your eyes, and this is the look that I liked, and this is how I like the color combination. So I laid it and I was happy with it, and I've used a thread and needle again, and I stitched it together with the fabric so that it's nice and secure. So yeah, this was what I did with the fabric, and completing and complementing the whole look on the coffee table are these gorgeous scented candles which came in a set of 4, filling up with the colors and beautiful patterns on the jars and on the lids. I'm leaving a link in the description box, so make sure to check it out if you want to present this adorable ribboned gift box beautifully packed, Saint Therapy Pamper Box to your loved ones. My very favorite that I just absolutely adore is this frame. I've got to mention, I mean, we did this in 2016, now it's 2021, but I like the idea of what we did long time ago, and I love this. I thought I should be sharing it with you all. The family, and you have young ones, little ones, babies at home. I think this is such a beautiful thing to do. You don't even have to spend a lot of money to get yours done professionally. You can just do little things at home which just uplifts and also has that warmth feeling when you do this as a home decor. We just use a piece of paper and painted all our hands. We are 4 in a family. It's me, my husband, and 2 girls. And this was done 5 years back, and we just colored our hands with different colors, whichever we liked. And then it was my husband who has the biggest hand, so he went in first on a plain piece of paper, and then it was me with a little spacing between his fingers. I put my hand, and then I placed my color fingers onto the piece of paper, and then it was just my older girl, and then it was my little girl. So basically we have all our fingerprints over here on this piece of paper, and it's such a beautiful feeling to see it now, because now they're all grown up. And I think when we keep, if I try to do this today and if I wanted to show it to you all, I think we would be smudged up with all 4 equal size hands. I think it's a nice idea to do it when they're little, and now to see the difference between the size of the hands then and to now, it's such a nice feeling to see them grow. We marked it down to the month and the year, and we made sure that it's our little ones who write it down for us, and it's so nice to see the handwriting now when they started off and to what it is now. And we framed it, and we have it on our table, on one of the corner tables in our house, and it's still here, and it's still going to be there forever. And I like this idea, so I thought I should include this in one of the 10 home decor ideas for today. Okay, the next one is this beautiful, lovely, gorgeous. You want the book to say, come on, hold me and have a look at me. This is a wonderful idea. I use a fabric, whichever fabric you have. I had this lovely fabric, again, beautiful in color. I used this fabric and I just covered it up just the way we used to do when we were in school, using the brown cover to wrap up our school books. I used the same idea, but I used fabric this time, and I covered in a book, and I just placed it, made sure the fabric has a good amount of cloth remaining. Make sure you measure it up and then cut it down to the size. Once you cut it down, you will know. You don't want it to be too bulky either. You want it to make it look neat and tidy. So don't cut in too much of fabric. Make sure it's sensible enough of fabric. And then I just the way we used to do the books, the way we used to cover, I put the fabric onto the book, and then top and the bottom I cut down a piece of fabric on both the sides, and then I folded up the fabric. I placed the book onto the fabric, and then on one side of the flap I folded up the top and the bottom. I used a hot glue so that the cloth and the book is secured and it doesn't open up. And once I was happy, I closed the edges as well, and then neatly wrapped up the amount of fabric which was remaining using the hot glue and making it secure. In this way, I tightened up the other side as well, and once I was happy, it looked absolutely beautiful the way it was. You can keep it just the way it is, but if you have some beads, mirror work, patchwork, rangoli patterns, you can go ahead and use anything, or another piece of fabric, anything that you can mix and match. And if you have patchwork designs at home, if you have acorns, if you have mirror work at home, anything that is available at home, you can use them to decorate. I had these lovely, beautiful mirror pieces which are in diamond shape, and I loved it. So I thought I could lay it in different ways, and every time you place it in different ways, the whole look, the appearance is different. So you can go ahead and place it just the way you want it. And I was happy to go ahead with this pattern, what I had chosen, and this is how I stuck the diamond pieces, the glass diamond pieces onto the book, giving it a wow factor. Just beautiful the way it looks. Okay, so the next one are these glass containers. You know how much I love collecting these glass containers, different shapes, different sizes. and then add in pebbles. And also you can keep changing by the plants from your garden, back garden. Cut off the edges of the creepers from the back garden. They're always growing, then you need to keep them, keep trimming them. Add in those creepers, extra cutted edges into the glass container, get it into the indoors and place it in coffee tables or side tables. And then in this way you will not only be adding it as a home decor, but also getting a lot of fresh air inside the house. And I think it's such a wonderful idea. Now, the next one is gathering a big twig. When you go for a walk, just the way I do, I gather in lots of things, and I have gathered this lovely, beautiful big twig that I'm going to use it for home decoration. All I've got to do, I mean, it's so beautiful, it's so gorgeous that I can use it straight away. I don't even have to paint it. The nature gives such a beautiful color on its own and such a rustic feeling to use the things just the way they are. And I'm going to add in a lot of creepers. You can add in strings to hang up your photos onto the twig, or you can just add in creepers, add in fresh leaves to it and add it as a home decor. It just uplifts the wall, and adding in a lot of green, and also you don't even have to spend a single penny in doing this. And I just love the idea of using nature in uplifting the home and adding in a lot of nature colors into the house. So yeah, this was it, and I really hope you liked today's video. Please watch my video, guys, and please subscribe to my channel. I put in a lot of efforts to make these videos, so I really want to know what is it that you want to see, so that I can make videos as to what you want to see. And yeah, please like this video and share this video with your loved ones so that others can see these videos as well. And also please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't watched any of my videos, make sure to watch them. There are plenty of videos made in almost so many contents that I have been creating. So please make sure to watch these videos and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't done. Thank you so much for watching for today, and take care, and make sure you're at home, stay safe and enjoy the winter with your families. Take care. Bye for now.